What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, I don't know how many of you guys seen this, so I want to cover it real quick. Now, Ronda Rousey, UFC superstar, was on the Ellen DeGeneres show. Shout out to Ellen. And she had some unique comments about how she felt post-loss to Holly Holm. And in the interview with Ellen, she's basically sobbing and depicting what was going on through her mind. And she was saying some shocking things, to me at least. She was saying that she was suicidal post loss to Holly Holm after being knocked out. She's like, man, I'm nothing. And I guess she wanted to off herself. And I want to give my thoughts on this. You guys can search the internet and I'm sure find the Ellen DeGeneres. Again, shout out to Ellen. Find the link to the video. But I don't really like that talk from Ronda Rousey. And I mean, I definitely don't play around when it comes to death or suicide. Suicide, I know people have taken their lives and things like that. Suicide is very real. But I don't feel as bad as maybe I should. Now, I don't think she should off herself. That's never the solution. My standpoint on suicide is very simple. Is why make a permanent decision on a temporary problem? You can bounce back from a loss if you have bills and bill collectors calling you, things like that. You're going through a divorce. All those things are temporary. That doesn't have to be the everlasting imprint on your life. You know what I'm saying? So again, my statement on suicide from Ego: never make a permanent decision like killing yourself off of a temporary problem. So just a little PSA. Now, moving forward, why I don't feel as bad is just because she talked down to Holly Holm. You completely disrespected Holly Holm's pedigree, said she's a fake ass preacher's daughter, bitch. She called her a bitch. This was all on Instagram. You guys could do your research. Said, oh, she's going to knock her out, and Holly Holm's not built for superstardom. Only certain people are built to be champions and live the championship lifestyle. Very cocky, very braggadocious type of attitude. And I'm boxing first and foremost before MMA or boxing is my sport. So, it was good to see a boxer use boxing fundamentals to defeat an MMA star, especially someone who came across like a Ronda Rousey. And the difference between some people who are going to compare like Floyd Mayweather, Ronda Rousey, Floyd has been in the business 19 plus years, so he's given us a whole pedigree. Ronda Rousey is still in the single digits in terms of how many UFC fights she has. Now, she has an Olympic background. I give her props for that. In judo, she is a skilled fighter, but she, in her respective arena, hadn't done anything anywhere near what Floyd Mayweather has accomplished in his respective sport of boxing. They're two different disciplines, and like the trash talking to me is a little bit more backed up when you're a guy like Floyd Mayweather and you beat the Diego Corraleses, you beat guys you weren't supposed to beat, like Canelo, who's over 10 years younger than you, stronger than you, a champion, beat an undefeated Ricky Hatton, etc. Ronda Rousey was armbarring people and stuff, and she was looking good, but she hadn't stepped in with somebody like a Holly Holm, a decorated person who's not going to break under pressure, someone who's been knocked out. Holly Holm's been knocked out. There's a brutal knockout you can find online. So she's tasted defeat herself, been stretched. She's been a boxer, moved to MMA, kickboxing, and she's taller than Ronda Rousey. And you can see Ronda Rousey try to get her on the ground. She got right back up. So, just someone who's resilient, durable, and who's really coming to fight in shape and really taking it serious. And that's what it is. So based on how much shit Ronda Rousey was talking, I don't feel bad that she was depressed. Again, I'm not saying she should off herself or anything crazy that you guys will probably say in the comment section, but I don't feel bad that she lost. And the other thing I don't like about that is, from a fighter, this is the fight game. This is a brutal sport, brutal business. And to me, I think part of Ronda Rousey's aura was her confidence. So to hear someone talking like that, I was considering offing myself and ending it all. It's not really good. Me personally, I'm a private person anyway, but I wouldn't announce that publicly just based on the fact of now that's a chink in your armor. You know what I mean? Are you ever going to be the same? And I thought it was already getting bad for Ronda Rousey because she was getting a little bit distracted, getting these Hollywood roles in movies like Entourage, Fast and the Furious 7, things like that. And she was becoming such a global star where sometimes it's hard to do media days, be in movies, live the set life and train and be as disciplined, especially when you're blowing out your previous competition. again, that feeds into your ego, and you might not be working as hard as you should be because everything's seeming so easy. And then you step in with someone like a Holly Holm, and it's a rude awakening. And Holly Holm did it. Me personally, if they were to rematch anytime soon, I would pick Holly Holm based on just Ronda Rousey. She lacks defense. And if she can't get you on the ground, it looked like she was frustrated. It looked like she was fatigued. She was out of her element. Holly Holm is good at controlling distance. She's taller. She was using boxing movement, lateral movement, to keep Ronda Rousey at bay. So Ronda has more improvements that she needs to make. Holly Holm basically has to be the same person she has been and was in the first fight in order to be successful even in a rematch. That's just my personal opinion. It might not end in a knockout, but I would favor Holly Holm, just because of she's just patient, disciplined, and Ronda Rousey has no head movement, and she's like struggling to get on the inside with a rangy person like a Holly Holm. But Holly Holm has a big fight date in March. She's fighting on the card with Conor McGregor and Rafael Dos Anjos. She's fighting an old Ronda Rousey opponent that Ronda Rousey knows well, fought her twice. That's in Miesha Tate. So she has to get past that first, see if she can retain her bantamweight belt. But again, I don't like the comments from Ronda Rousey. Shows a little bit of vulnerability, and I know she was being real, but you know what I mean, as a championship, you got to bounce back. And like I said, for me, I'm a private person. I would never reveal that to somebody, because then they can be like, oh, ego's not the same after that. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. And lastly, if I'm not mistaken, Ronda Rousey's father committed suicide and killed himself. So it's not something I like to see, especially if that, I'm not gonna say runs in your family, but that has happened to a close family member like your father. So I don't really like to hear that talk from a former champion. Let me know what you guys think. Drop it in the comment section. Make sure you like my video. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.